Now we have studied entropy. Next topic is available energy, which is also called exergy or availability. Okay. So what is available energy? This is the maximum useful work obtained from the system. Okay. When the system is brought in equilibrium with the surrounding. Okay. Available energy is the maximum work obtained from the process is equal to q minus q into T naught by T. Okay. T naught is the surrounding temperature and T is the temperature of the system which has been initially. Okay. Now we are understanding this available energy with respect to a heat engine. Okay. Consider this as a heat engine where the source is having the temperature T, and from the source we are taking heat Q, and output is the maximum work output available energy. Okay. So W max is equal to Q into 1 minus T naught into T naught by T is equal to Q minus T naught into delta S. Okay. So minus delta S is minus Q by T, entropy change of the reservoir losing heat Q. Okay. That we have already understood in entropy, that why the minus sign is there, because source is losing heat. Okay. If we add heat to the system, it's a positive value. If we take heat from the system, it's a negative value. Okay. Sign convention of heat. So minus delta S is equal to minus Q by T. Okay. W max is equal to Q minus T naught S. T naught delta S. Okay. Now this is for a heat engine. Okay. If you are given a question like a heat engine. Now if you are given questions of gases, okay, considering gases, so this is Hi minus Hf. Hi is initial enthalpy, Hf is final enthalpy. Similarly, Si is a specific entropy at the initial and Sf is a specific entropy at final. Okay. Now this Hi minus Hf, if you add mass also, because this is a specific values, if you multiply by mass, it will be a absolute value. Okay. Not joule per kg, it will be joule per Kelvin. Okay. First the value that we will be getting, the unit is joule per kilogram per Kelvin. The second we will have the unit of joule per kilogram. Okay. So it's Hi minus Hf is MCTI, MCP should be there, MCP. Okay. MCP Ti minus Tf, and this is Si minus Sf is MICI ln Ti by Tf for solids. Okay. If it's a liquid or gas, okay, it's written wrong. If it's solid or if it's solid or liquid, this formula is there, mc1 ln Ti by Tf. If it had been gases, the gases formula should have been there. Okay, considering Cp, Cv values, R values. Okay, it's written wrong. I'm doing a lot of wrong here. Okay, so don't consider it gas, it's liquid and gases, liquid and solids. Okay, liquids and solid. MCl T2 by T1 is for liquid and solid. Okay. Now the thing that is of the consideration is that it's Hi minus Hf and Si minus Sf, means initial value minus final value. Generally what we see that change means delta S is equal to 2 minus 1, S2 minus S1, but in available energy term we have 1 minus 2, means initial minus final. Okay, that you have to consider it, because available energy is the positive value. Okay, it is the value that is that the system has from going from point 1 to 2. Okay, the further explanation will be given in lecture 12, you can understand from that also. Okay, now if the Q, that the system that we have understood here is losing heat, okay, the heat engine that we were having, that source was losing heat Q. If the source or the system has been absorbing heat from the surrounding, the available energy should have been Q minus T naught delta S, okay. Rest all has been the same, just a negative value. All the things that you are doing, you will do the same, just add a negative value, minus value, okay. Now loss of available energy or increase in unavailable energy or irreversibility or rate of loss of availability or power potential wasted, it's all the same, okay. T naught entropy generation, okay, that we have Q is equal to W max is equal to Q minus T naught entropy generation. So this T naught entropy generation term is the unavailable energy, okay, or irreversibility, okay. So entropy generation is total entropy change. So delta S system plus delta S surrounding. Okay. In the previous question, if it has been the same, so delta S system would have been MC1 MICI ln T2 by T1 or M1C1 ln T2 by T1 and plus surrounding delta S is Q by T naught because surrounding is was gaining heat, okay. Okay, if we are considering entropy change of the surrounding is 0, we can take also that if if it is an insulated system, delta S surrounding would have been 0, okay. Now for a closed system available energy, now we are defining a function phi, that using that function we can compute the available energy, okay. So available energy for a closed system is phi I minus phi f, where phi is h minus T naught delta S. All are specific terms. H is a specific enthalpy, S is a specific entropy, okay. T naught is outside temperature or surrounding temperature, okay. If you are given internal energy, then U plus PV, okay. All are specific now per unit mass, okay. For a closed system, there is no mass transfer, so delta Ke is equal to 0, delta Pe is equal to 0. Thus, we have H minus T naught S. Okay. Otherwise, we would have H plus V square plus 2 plus GH minus T naught delta S. Okay. That we have in open system. So, for closed system, we are defining the function phi is equal to H minus T naught S. Why? Because there is no mass transfer, hence kinetic energy and potential energy change are 0. Now for an open system, available energy is equal to phi I minus phi f, and here the phi function is h plus v square plus 2 plus gz minus T naught S. Okay, h is a specific enthalpy, v is velocity, g is gravity, and z is height. Okay, okay, and this is joule per kg. ठीक है. Now we have given a cycle, okay, a cycle of a form like this, okay. This is a work giving cycle, clockwise cycle is there, it's there, so it's a work producing cycle. So if we, from a cycle, you have to compute that what is the available energy or what is the unavailable energy, then the area under the curve is available energy and the rest of the area is unavailable energy, okay. From a curve, if you are asking that what is the available energy and what is the unavailable energy, you can get it from this, okay. Now this is the same. Maximum output given by a system is achieved when entropy generation is 0 or total entropy change is equal to 0. That is delta S system plus delta S surrounding is equal to 0. Now this is an additional information. If you are asking, if you would have been asked about that, find the a specific heat of a mixture, if you are giving the constituents values, that constituents and mass are the constituents are given, then you can compute the a specific heat of the mixture. That a specific heat at constant pressure is equal to summation of mi into Cpi by summation mi. Same with the Cv, same with H, and same with U. Okay. Cp is a specific heat at constant pressure. Cv is a specific heat at constant volume. H is enthalpy. U is internal energy. Okay. The same applies with everyone. Summation mass into the value by summation of mass. Okay. Now another Dalton's law of partial pressure. These are all things related to gate, not related to available energy, but these are all the topics related to gate. Okay. So Dalton's law of partial pressure, the total pressure exerted by the gases is equal to partial pressure of the constituent gases. Okay. Pt is equal to Pa plus Pv plus Pc plus so on. Pa, Pv are partial pressure of the constituents, and P total is the total pressure exerted by the gases. Now Pi, that is the individual pressure exerted by a gas, is equal to Xi into P total. What is Xi? Mole fraction of the ith constituent gas. Okay. What is mole fraction? Mass of the gas by total mass. Okay. Okay. Thank you.